Hey, what's up, guys? Coming out back from the video, and today I'm going to do my review of Bleach 1000 Year Blood War English Dub Episode 9. So, here we goes there. So episode starts out with Ichigo getting held in the bathwater. It looks like they were pressuring him to go under the water there and stuff like that. And then mostly Ichigo gets out of the water. He's like, "What the heck? You almost drowned me and stuff." And he's like, technically, he made a sentence there saying, he's like, "Why you didn't put your head underwater there?" That's what he was saying. He's like, "What? You're gonna try to drown me?" He's like, "Well, technically, he's like, you learned this from when you were a kid there." That's what he told Ichigo there, and then he's like, "Really, you did this there?" And he's like, "Really, you have to do that there and stuff." That's what he was saying and stuff like that. So the guy punches Ichigo right in the face, um, hitting him on the thing. He's like, "What the fuck is that wrong with you?" and stuff. And he's like, "Well, you're pretty healed there. If I punched you that hard there, you should have been dead if you were not fully healed." And stuff. So we see Renji there pops out of the water. He's like, "Oh, just take me on." He's like, "I'm fully healed also," and he's like, "Wait, you're more damage than me," and so he punches Renji in the gut there, and then he's like, "Wait, what?" And then the guy was like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "How the heck?" and stuff like that. And he's like, technically he punched him pretty hard, but he's like, "Oh wait." He's like, "Look at this, I'm still standing there." And stuff. So technically, he's like, "Okay, you're fully healed." So he launches them in the air. They're like, "Oh," and then Ichigo's like, "Really? You have to launch us up in the air? What the heck is wrong with you guys?" And then the guy was saying to his subordinates there, he's like, "Yeah, those guys are nothing to mess around with there." And he's like, "If I hit somebody that hard, they should have been pretty much dead, but technically." He's like, technically, when I punch Ichigo there, that's what he was saying. He said when he punches Ichigo there, he's like, he technically fractured his arm there because I guess he did a block there and technically fractured his arm there. And he's like, he's really tough there and stuff. So we see Ichigo and Renji were falling there. They're technically fighting in the air, and they're like, they're like, "Who's gonna land first?" And like, no, and crap like that. And they're trying to land, and then you see Olaf, their stuff, the bear. He comes out of their clothes. He's like, "Oh," he's like, "I should not have went with you guys," and smacked him on the ground. And then they're like, "Oh yeah, thanks for the soft landing there," and that's what Ichigo and Renji said. And then they are kind of arguing and stuff. And then you see the lady there, uh, the the big lady there. Technically was actually introducing Ichigo and Renji there. She's like, "Oh, technically, Ichigo, Renji, technically go to the dining room and eat there and stuff like that." So technically, when she was technically making some food there, she was actually making some food there and mostly serving it to them there. And then when they're chowing down there, when they're technically eating the food there, she's like, "Oh yeah, eat there so you can get your strength back and stuff." So technically, when they're all eating their food and stuff, Ichigo actually was saying something up to Renji there, saying, "Well, we need to train there because everybody else is training there to get actually more stronger there and stuff." And Renji's like, "Well, technically," he told Ichigo, he's like, "Well, technically you're an idiot there if you believe that there, because technically we're only here to get healed, not to train there and stuff." That's what he was saying there. Mostly when he was actually saying stuff about that, saying about getting healed there and everybody else is training there. They revealed technically the Soul Reapers technically revealed the next head captain there. Technically her Hachido or was actually somebody, I think, Genjijo or something weird name. I can't really say her name. I'm sorry, I'm kind of botching her name there. Um, and then they're like, yeah, she was mostly one if there's some battle. The guy with the eye patch there really wanted to take her on there. So he takes her on, and mostly he takes her on. He's like mostly so they fight there. Mostly it was a really intense fight there. So technically they start off their sword fighting there, and mostly when they were doing their sword fighting there, we see uh, how they're doing. They're mostly doing their sword fighting there and stuff. And mostly he was actually saying how you're gonna uh, defeat me and stuff there. He's like, well, and stuff. She's like, well, you can't really do nothing there when you're technically outnumbered there. So when they're like drawing blades there, left and right when they're fighting there, and she technically got him in the neck there, stabs him in the neck there, and she's like, well, you don't have no skills, and he's like, well, fuck. He's like, how in the fuck she got me in this state there? He's like, the only person I'm kind of like afraid is telling you there. That's what he said. I'm fucking scared of you and stuff like that. That's what he was saying. The guy with the eye patch was actually saying there. He's like, I'm totally outnumbered there. And he's like, anybody there, any foe I faced there was not really scared of me, but technically you are. You like when I first met you and stuff. That's what he was saying to her, and she's like, tough luck. You need to do this there. And mostly he actually put her in an illusion there. So he's like, what the fuck? He's like, how the fuck? He's like, I seriously thought I died there. And then they're ready to draw their blades there. They're technically ready to draw their blades there and actually mostly fully take on the fight there. When they technically are taking on the fight there. So that when they're fully going to take on the fight there and actually win the fight there, we will see. So that's mostly they're drawing their blades there, and that's where the episode ends. So yep. So that's pretty much it on this comment, rate, and response. Want to like this video and my other videos, please subscribe. Hit that bell notification to see my uploads and my live streams there. Comment, rate, and response to the first. Like, out of your piece.